Don't reflect your fears on me. I'll do anything I want to do. I can achieve anything I want to achieve. Do you know why? Because I'm Conor Benn. I had to look in the mirror and go, what? Is this who you are now?
Conor Benn has been cleared to return to the WC rankings with a failed drugs test. You're being blamed on a highly elevated consumption of eggs.
This video is sponsored by stylish clothing brands, the new trend spot for urban and stylish fashion.
I want to hurt this kid.
Tomorrow after the fight, you get in that ring. Yeah, I'll get in that ring. I'll get in that ring and fucking give it to you.
Yeah, like, I wish the cameras weren't there.
What would have happened if the cameras
He would have been eating the floor.
Only a few rivalries can ignite the primal instincts of the fans like the one we are about to witness.
I like that. He has big bones. I respect that about him. It makes sense from a business perspective. From an ability perspective, it doesn't.
A rivalry not merely forged in the ring, but steeped in history, in legacy, and in the very blood of two families.
Neymar, how are you, brother? You good? Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
And since he started that ring walk, he's taking this extremely seriously. It's going to be a fast start.
Now you know why you don't want to fight the Canelos or the Shirazes. Easy money. Three rounds. 3 rounds. Too slow, too old. I'll make him feel old. Put it on him. I think even on my last 2 performances, he gets spanked out. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit, bro! Oh shit! What? 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 Oh shit, though! You think you can fight me like that? You think you can fight me like that? Easy, bro! Look at the state of your face! Look at the state of your face! Journeyman!
Conor Benn, I want to squash this kid, man.
He's a fucking savage. You think Eubank wants to go in there and set about Conor Benn? This is personal for him. Personal. When he gets in there, he's going to let out every ounce of aggression that he's had for the last 2.5 years on this kid. And you are going to see a fucking savage performance when this fight happens.
Don't fuck up the bag, son. Don't fuck up the bag. Don't fuck up the bag. Don't fuck up the bag. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Yeah, I'll fuck you up right now. Yeah.
You see, this guy comes in when I'm cutting weight.
Oh, it comes in when he comes in with me.
No, it's okay, let him come close, man. I like this. He represents a legacy fight. He represents something that I can make my old man proud. You're a kid. You're a kid.
Fuck you up. Yeah.
The only thing that makes this fight dangerous and competitive is him going up 2 divisions. If this fight was in the same weight class, it'd be a mismatch.
The long-awaited rivalry has now come to light, and although the last outing ended in a no fight, due to Conor's doping suspension, we now have the most anticipated British boxing fight in our hands again, and it has not been more exciting to see the story unfold.
This is a fight that has to follow 2 epic battles. I want to be able to say, yeah, we did it just as good as our old man.
This is a promoter's dream. Of course, it was a promoter's dream before all of the storyline and the narrative and the violence, because of the history and the family legacy.
He's got to take this opportunity. Here we go. It's all over. It's all over.
But now, with everything that's happened, and with the volatility, with the violence, with the hate, it's just become 3 times bigger than when it was. And you know, the first time, it was the fastest ever selling fight at the O2 Arena. Wait till it happens this time.
Boy, it's in trouble.
He's always been a sausage. He's an arrogant prick. That's what he is. And I think after the way he's played his card, to be fair, if I was him when I played the card he's played, probably not, but he wanted to, lap up on another man's pain and then think when I see him I ain't going to be on site. I would have spun his jaw and turned his lights out.
3 rounds!
No, 3 rounds! Put your money on right now. Is that your head back? Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
I want to beat him so badly that he doesn't want to ever fight again. This sport has no place for cheats.
Like what? Like what? You're lucky you're fighting tomorrow. Fuck you up right now.
The Benn versus Eubank Jr. showdown ain't just another scrap in the ring.
Yeah, watch what happens. Dead boy walking, yeah?
It's got history written all over it. It's not just about belts or rankings. It's legacy, pride, and the echoes of their old men, Nigel and Chris.
Ben's going to come back like a wild tiger.
Give you a good ass being in front of 60,000. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen.
Chris is messing and posing. He'll get them on in there and get them started.
Now, it's the sons' turn, stepping out of their father's shadows to carve their own stories in the sport.
I just want to get this guy out of boxing. I want to beat him so badly that he doesn't want to ever fight again. This sport has no place for cheats. I understand that this guy wants to take me out. There is a real beef between us. It is real. It's not just because our fathers fought. We do not like each other. I don't think this guy should be in the sport. I want to take him out of the sport. It's personal between us.
Take this opportunity. Here we go. It's all over. It's all over.
Conor Benn, a battering ram with no brakes. Conor Benn fights like he's got fire in his boots, storming forward with a pace that don't leave much room for breathing. He ain't here to box clever. He's here to tear it up. His punches are like jackhammers, hitting head and body in equal measure, all with the goal of breaking his opponent bit by bit. And let's not forget, under Tony Sims, he's put a bit of polish on all that raw aggression, learning to time his shots better and move his feet like he means business. But here's the rub, all that ferocity leaves gaps, openings for a proper counterpuncher to exploit. Benn's chin's been solid so far, but he's been fighting at welterweight. Can he handle a proper dig from someone like Eubank Jr., especially at a heavier weight? And what happens when the rounds tick on, and the storm starts to fizzle? That's where we might see cracks in the armor. Chris Eubank Jr., the tough nut to crack.
Is going to be a very dangerous and worrying for Conor.
Chris Eubank Jr. is a different kettle of fish. He's not just about brute force, he's a grafter in the ring. His game is built on volume, combinations coming at you thick and fast, and if you're not ready, he'll drown you in them.
It's going to be an explosive, it's going to be a dangerous fight for both of us, but a victory will be secured.
Conor, what's your prediction?
Yeah, I'm coming for the stoppage. You know, no doubt about it. If I see my shot, I'm gonna take it.
I like the confidence, you know. I like that energy that he brings, because he really thinks he can do it. You know, but it's a different story when you start feeling them body shots, you know. You know, this is an extremely, important fight, and there's a lot of pressure on me to not only win, but to uphold the name, the family legacy that we have created. Right now, the Eubank name is in front of the Benn name in the history books, and I'm going to keep it that way. I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to entertain. I'm going to teach this young man a lesson. And, you know, will it go 12 rounds? I don't think so. He thinks he's...
Ben want to show his greatness. That's what he wants to do. But Eubank is tough. He's a big guy. He can box. Great boxing.
Ben is an exciting fighter, much improved. But Eubank is spiteful, and Eubank has an engine on him, and Eubank will keep punching. You know, he's.
Lash your ass, Clark neck off. I split you in half like a gun blast from Leonard.
People are saying, "Oh well, you know, Eubank he's getting old. He doesn't really have that fire anymore. You know, he's a playboy now, and he plays poker, and Roy Jones has changed him. He doesn't have that killer instinct anymore." This is the narrative that is being painted as to why Conor Benn can win.
Hotter than flammable rocks from the manor where man are animal yamming you like what? Man's hatching and planning plots, looking to jam in your spot, but the stamina's not up to par. Get ripped apart like red Rizla.
There was a lot of hype behind him, of course, because of his famous dad.
It's my time.
He was wiping people out in super fast fashion.
His engine's one of the best in the business, and he's tough as nails. Add the fact he's been camped out at middleweight, and you've got a fighter who knows how to throw his weight around, literally. That said, Eubank's got his flaws.
It's landing on the guard, sometimes it's getting through, but it's just not really giving.
Sometimes he trusts his chin a bit too much, leaving himself open to shots he don't need to take. This weight cut he's doing? That could be a proper banana skin. If it zaps his energy or weakens his punch resistance, Ben might have a field day early on.
When man test the terror firmer, get buried in suburbia, think I earn us. Them man can't test the terror firmer, they'll find your body buried in suburbia. Tech man for Tina Turner, it's murder. If you don't know me, Kalashnikov, that black from out of Stokey, kick off your door like Jumanji, dash you
I'm
off the
gonna
28
absolutely
floor like
squash this
Bungie,
insect.
Money on it. You smell. Put your money on it. I can't put your money on it. I can't
You
wait.
think you're taking food out of my kid's mouth? Because it's either my kids or your kids. I can promise you now it ain't going to be my kids. I can promise you now. I bet my life on it ain't going to be my kids.
You're a friend.
And that's how I get. You know, people go, oh, you know, why are you so aggressive? It's sporting for the faint-hearted. It's either you or me. It's either your family or mine. And I'm gonna do my job. It ain't gonna be my family. I can promise you now.
I walk a straight path, but don't say it's hard. Sick thoughts of flinging on mask and killing your clerk. Keep running through the back of my head.
Styles make fights. This one's a proper clash of styles. Ben's got that early round explosiveness, looking to take your head off before you've even warmed up.
What's gonna happen when that bell goes and we're standing in front of each other? It's gonna be a whole different story then.
Eubank, on the other hand, is all about the long game, soaking up the pressure, riding the storm, and then coming back with a vengeance when the other bloke's knackered.
Many man ran prang cause my 9 flows better than Taliban still ban shows.
And there is a left hook that has
With Eubank, it's more personal, and I will be going in there to render him unconscious. That goes without saying. I will be going in there and making sure he knows who the daddy is. Do you know what I mean? I'm here to really prove myself, and why I'm one of the most dangerous fighters. I've got a chip on my shoulder about it.
Gotcha. Boom, boom. Gotcha. Why are you flinching, bro?
You got to remember, he played his cards well with everything that gone on. You know, he lapped it up in his favour, lapped it up and, you know, played on another man's pain.
This sport has no place for cheats.
And he knew what the crack was, he knew what the score was, he knew what was what, and played the card he played. I thought it was, you can't be a good man and play it the way he played it. When he knew the truth from the get-go, all he was concerned about was the fight happening. That was it.
I do think the size is a bit too big. I think Conor Benn will have massive success early on. Whether he can hurt Eubank or not, I don't know.
Canelo, Golovkin, they get 8 weeks. Saunders...
This is just mind games, isn't
no,
it, really?
No, this is
you
the
don't
truth.
really,
talking rubbish.
You don't really believe...
Saunders gets 4 weeks.
Conor gets 2.
Conor Benn gets 2.
Well, clearly...
Jake Paul will get 1 week.
I probably look at it not as brutal, but like I probably look at like Conor, Golovkin and Brook. Brook had success early, come out covered in glory because of the shot he landed, but inevitably he was too small.
I'm not ready to die, but ever ready for bury a guy. They're not ready for I can see the fear in their eyes.
I've never been so unbothered. You know, that's how I know I'm gonna absolutely squash this insect.
Ben's got to go for broke early doors, while Eubank needs to keep his head, weather the flurry, and take control as the fight goes on.
It's deeper than I, there's peace by my side. Looking to eat a piece of the pie, so please reach for the sky. Tech life like Tech 9, step wide. Tech wise from guys who flex their chest size.
More than just a fight. But let's be real, this fight ain't just about tactics and styles. It's about something deeper.
In the shadows of legends.
It's mental, that is. We've got Eubanks to sign it as well. Yeah, let me quickly scribble it.
2 lads trying to step out from their dad's long shadows to show the world they're not just Nigel's boy or Chris's kid. They're their own men, with their own legacies to build. Whether it's Ben's raw hunger or Eubank's cool-headed experience that wins out, one thing's for sure, this fight's gonna be one for the books.
I'm just focused on getting the job done.
There's no pressure right now because we don't have gloves on and you know, we're sitting in our clothes and we've got people around here. There's not a pressure now. When
you must feel that way. I don't feel that way.
When that bell goes and you receive that first little jab on your chin,
you'll first that big right hand on your chin.
You're gonna feel the pressure.
Feel that. Yeah,
and you're gonna understand. Oh shit, this is what he meant.